Hey guys, welcome back. In this session, we'll try to see how do we run a VBA code using a button. Until now, whatever codes we have been running from the developer window by using F5 or pressing the play button. Now we will try to see if we can assign a particular subroutine to a button so that on the click of the button, the code executes and returns the desired output. Let's quickly see a demo. I already have some data in my Excel sheet and I already have some code written to evaluate this. So what this code does is if you provide a number in column A and a number in column C and an operator in column B plus, minus, multiplication or division, it provides the result in column D. So if you run this code right now, this code runs as expected. It returns the result 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 into 3 is 9, 4 by 4 is 1. What I want to do is instead of running it from the developer window, I want to create a button to execute this code. To add a button on the developer tab, go to insert, and there are a lot of form controls, ActiveX controls, which we can see later. For now, let's add a button from the form control. Whenever you add a button, it asks you to assign a macro. So for now, let's use a macro which I've already created, which is using buttons, and say OK. You can change the text of this button as well. Let me change it to execute code. Now on the click of this button, execute code, the assigned macro will be called and the execution will start happening. Let's click it and see what happens. It executed the code and produced the desired output. Let's change the number and see if it's still working. It works. At any point in time, you want to reassign a macro, or if you want to call a different subroutine on the click of this button, what you can do is right click and assign macro. And from the list of available macros or available subroutines, you can choose one and assign it. Let's simply create a sample one and see if it works. I'll just say sample test. Right now, my code executes the mathematical operations. If I change it to sample test, it will just give me a pop-up instead of using this outputs. If I say execute, it simply says sample test. It does not execute the first part of it. So this is how you can assign a particular subroutine to a button and execute it using a button.